My suit is superior.
Dude, your suit is superior. It kind of pisses me off.
I love it. I'm gonna take it home and sleep in it.
I think you should
sell this.
You should drive home in it and see if you get pulled over.
God.
Dude, just drive home in it, get out of your truck, walk up to the house, act like literally nothing has changed, and Grace would be so fucking concerned. Dude, I feel
just
like
sitting in traffic, somebody looks over. Like, it's floating, huh? That's all you see? And they're like, what the fuck?
That's what I tried to do to Jenna, like the camouflage joke. Like, you can't see me. I'm green screened out. And she's like, that's not how that works. And I'm like, are you sure?
Dude, what would be sick is they have like this new, like, these wraps and paint that like you can project on it or project from it. So we could be like walking around looking like something, and then it'd just be our eyes and it's probably expensive as shit, but
wait, huh?
So like it's like a suit, or it's either like a suit that's painted or a suit with a material that has like something that like displays like a screen, like a TV or whatever. Like that's what it looks like. So you'd have like images on you. You could walk around like as the Statue of Liberty or something, and then change to Spider-Man or whatever.
I think that is a best way to segue real fast into please subscribe to the Patreon so we can get whatever the fuck Colby's talking about.
Thought on Lil Duval's Instagram.
We have our first Patreon subscriber. We talked about him way too much in the last episode. We were afraid he's going to leave, but dude,
so we're going to do it again.
Yeah, shout out Sean H. If you want to be like Sean H, dude, make it over to the Patreon. And if you're an audio only listener right now, you're probably missing about 95% of our jokes. We're wearing green screens.
Oh yeah, I forgot about those guys.
But like I upload on Spotify, so there's at least a couple of people. I know you can see just a little bit of this. I'm just going to zoom in enough that it'll just cut it out.
Perfect.
We're trying to figure this out, dude. It was so funny. Before Colby came over, I broke out.
He scared the shit out of me.
I was scaring the shit out of everybody, dude. So I bought these green screen suits for me and Colby.
Can't see any of this, can they?
Nothing. I'm sure they can see a little bit of it, because that's the thing is I'm not even good at using the green screen, so it's like gonna be like kind of blobby. You'll see like this weird, like when they do the cloak in Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah. All right, back to the podcast. Yeah,
no, you're good. I was just laughing because I thought of the audio people again. I'm like, they're like, what was that weird silence?
Oh yeah.
Go watch the YouTube too. Give us another view. No, like the Harry Potter cloak scenes. I feel like it's gonna look like that. Like you're gonna see like this weird blobby body. Because I probably didn't. You know how you're not the best with lighting? Me neither, dog, dude. I probably.
It is what it is. The shadows might create a bit of an issue.
Oh,
I don't know how it works.
I don't know how that works either. It's gonna be fucked up. I guarantee it'll be fucked up and it'll all be useless, and we'll just use this video. We'll just only use this video where it's just us sitting in Chris.
That's almost better.
Well, guys, we recorded the whole episode like this, but we don't know how to use it, so we're just gonna leave it like that, dude. That would be so fucking funny.
We're too broke to pay somebody to fucking do anything with it.
Oh yeah, but no, so I ordered these green screen suits like 2-3 weeks ago. We talked about it where we were talking about the surprise, because that's what it was. I was like, what shoe size are you? And you were like, oh, for the suits? And I'm like, why the fuck would it be asking for shoe size? But then we kind of whatever.
Well, if we use this footage and it doesn't get green screened, you can see my foot.
Yeah.
They have little booty things. So I figured maybe they'd go off booty size, because they got to get your foot right. And then they just oversize the suit.
So
I was thinking.
I ordered these shit. No, you're right. You're right. But it was funny. Either way, I fucking ordered these suits like 2-3 weeks ago. And they came straight from China, and they literally have
AIDS on them. And COVID.
They have AIDS, and it's the new super virus.
Yeah.
But no, it showed up, and they sent us 2 different suits. So
my suit's way better.
Colby's suit doesn't have like a separate headpiece or separate hands. It zips all the way up. My other thing, I never even zipped you up in the back.
I unzipped it so I could get my head out.
I fucking know. I thought I ordered the ones with the shiesty masks, but we didn't, so we had to cut our own. What are you doing?
Yeah, I don't know. Just doing weird things in case they can see. Just a little Easter eggs for them.
Easter eggs for him.
Yeah, so we had to cut our own shiesty masks. And then I ripped mine. Still pretty good.
Yeah,
Pretty
sorry.
sexy.
I brought it to a screeching hole right there, so I can. I don't know. Sorry, fucking dude. You have quite the list of shit to talk about. It looked like on your fucking phone over there a minute
I mean,
ago.
a lot of it was some bullshit.
Because we haven't been together for a while.
Yeah, that's true.
And it was long enough that I truly thought that these green screen suits were just out of the picture. And then you showed, oh, that's what I was getting to. Before he got here, I didn't have the holes in the eyes or the mouth. So I just had like the whole thing. And I just like slowly, I'm out here smoking weed, getting high in a green screen suit without Colby, dude. And I'm like creeping around corners, trying to scare everybody in the house. And the only person I really got was the dogs, dude. Like the dogs were not a fan.
Dude, when I got here, I'm talking to his brother and he pops out around the corner in this fucking green mask looking creepy as shit with a camera just barely coming out. And then I asked him how long he's been in the suit and he's like, maybe like about 40 minutes. He's just been out here fucking around, like you said, weird as shit by himself, being a little creeper.
Dude, I was having so much fun with it.
It's like a shitty creeper Halloween costume.
Honestly,
no black dots.
Like I said, came straight from China. I think it came straight from China. It was like $14.99 for the 2-pack. And honestly, best investment, dude. Dude, he truly, so like, you know, I mean, it is what it is, but we haven't seen each other for like weeks. So we like write down a couple of things, you know, like funny shit that happened. And this guy has a book over here, dude.
Dude, some of it's just some random notes that happened in life. And I was like, maybe I could talk about this. But one of them that I just saw that did literally.
Are you going to go back to your theory on shadows?
Not at this moment. Maybe later in the podcast or on the Patreon.
Dude.
But
inside joke, but I had to make you laugh.
So I got really high the other night.
Okay.
Mind you, it's January now. It was like January 2nd or something. We were in January for sure.
That's my Easter egg.
It was January for sure. Probably like January 1st, 2nd, 3rd, something. And that shit smelled weird, dude.
What?
That smelled like cleaning solutions.
No, it smells like fucking the Colorado Rockies, dude.
I don't know.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to distract you with the beer. It's probably a mix of that and like my badass breath right now.
Or these suits.
Dude, it is what it is. All I've done today is play with these green screen suits and eat breakfast. I don't even think
I ate breakfast and then almost threw up everywhere. I for real probably sat there for like 25 minutes just like, I really hope this goes away soon.
I did too, because like if we would have had to cancel today, it would have totally been fine. But I would have been like, oh shit,
dude, I would have been bummed for sure.
Another day, dude.
Another fucking cancellation.
And
yeah,
that's
another full week. Because then it is like, it's basically another weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, it's a weekend.
Dude, I thought Sean H was going to leave because we hadn't posted anything in like 17 days.
When was the last time a pod came out?
Like 18, 19 days now, I bet. But I just posted one this morning. I was blessed.
Big Newton sticker.
What were you talking? You were telling a story.
So
I'm sorry.
I was really high. This shit is so hard not to fuck with.
You want to just go to the floating heads? Has it been long enough?
We can do that. We can do this for a little bit.
Okay. So, we're only 11 minutes in, but we've been in these suits for like 4. If we should have put on the suits.
Jason's now been in it half a day. I've been in it about 40 minutes now.
We should have put the suits on once we had everything set up, but instead we fucking put the suits on and then got set up.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucking hard, dude, to set up in these clothes.
I sent Grace the picture I took of us. Of us just sitting here.
Didn't you get here at like 1 o'clock?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 3 o'clock right now.
I don't know if you guys can see that.
I can put it up.
Maybe.
I can make the whole background that right now, right?
Yeah, do that.
Send it to me right now so we don't forget. Sorry, we'll cut it.
So I sent it to Grace and she just replied with what the fuck. And it was not that good, but I was expecting some more.
I texted Michael after you said that, but he's probably not going to respond. He's going to be like, nope.
I sent him the picture too.
Did you?
Probably like, these fucking weirdos don't come over.
Yeah, I tried to text him.
All right. So the other day, I get really high. The other night, after work, it's maybe like, it's not too late into the night. It's like 7 o'clock, maybe 8 o'clock. I'm super high. I've had a couple beers. I've had a couple Zins, and I'm feeling real good. And I don't feel like moving much. I don't feel like doing anything.
Yeah.
And then Grace just decides to drop this, like, realization on me that the baby could come at like any moment. It's now January. Like, it's likely it could come at any moment.
Yes.
That sent me into a panic. And I was like, I am in no condition to be fucking accepting a baby into the world right now at this very second. Like, I need to be sober.
Yeah.
So I freaked the fuck out, started panicking, could hardly like breathe. I was like, I don't like this. I got all sweaty. I was like, I'm going sober. I'm not fucking doing this. And she was like, the fuck you are. She was like, the last time you went sober, you'd play video games till 4 a.m. and keep me up. She's like, you're not doing that again. So
I need to be able to knock you out at night.
But I also can't fucking... I'm going to be so scared. I'm going to be high as shit. Just like, it's going to be okay, I think.
So I've asked you,
it might come out as an alien. I don't know. Just start having weird thoughts and shit.
Dude, that's so funny. You're sitting in yeah, dude. I mean, honestly, the paranoia of weed sometimes is insane. I told you about my moment the other day. Another inside joke.
What was your moment the other day?
I thought somebody was
You might have to go to the head. I feel like there's something in my eye.
I thought somebody was a CIA agent.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
No. Okay, so I've asked you this before. What day is her due date?
January 28th.
So I have some cash in the wallet. I would like to make a bet with you, and I need to just not even think about it, but you said January 28th?
Mm-hmm.
Let me choose. January 19th, you are going to have this baby, and I am willing to put $5 to $10 on it. And in return, I would like you to put the baby as the stakes. If I get it, if I choose the correct date, what did I say? January 19th?
Mm-hmm.
That is my bet. Okay, January 19th, Colby's baby will be coming, and then it will be my baby.
Okay, I'll make you that bet.
Thank you.
And then you just have to fight Grace. So after like giving birth, I think she'll be a pretty easy,
yeah, she's going to be
easy win. You can knock her out pretty good.
She will be pretty tired and fatigued, and I will be able to rip that tiny cute baby out of her fucking sweaty arms, dude. Just it's mine. Okay.
I think she'll like that. Yeah. I think she'll go for it.
I thought of that joke too before you came up today, and I was like, dude, I should bet Colby on his baby. Put the baby up, dude. You feel confident? What day do you think it's gonna be?
I thought you were just gonna make me a bet for $5 or $10, so I was ready to throw out like the 26th. I don't know why, but that was the first number that came to my mind.
Well, I'm a gambling man and I like betting, so let's go ahead and put a real monetary value down right now, and you choose the date, but then like we'll just keep joking around that I get the fucking baby.
All right, $20 on the fucking 26th.
$20 on the 26th. Okay, so are we doing prices right? Like,
what do you mean?
Whoever is closest?
Yeah.
Okay, so I said the 19th, you said the 26th.
Uh-huh.
Okay, $20.
I hope they can see that handshake. Just like in the feint of like bowling pins, just shaking hands.
Do you want to go heads only?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm okay with it. Ugh.
We just birthed. Ooh. I feel like I got a shit, dude. 2's in since I've been here. I haven't been here that long. I might have to. Dude, hopefully Sean H likes farts. Oh, you laughed too loud. That was fucking perfect but bad timing.
Oh, sorry, bro. Did you rip a fart? I was like,
it might stink in a second. I had a lot of shit yesterday. Like spicy food.
Okay, we're back to it.
Donuts, coffee, lots of coffee. That's always bad.
Yeah. No, dude, lately I've been doing that where I just wake up in the morning and like I'll start drinking Diet Pepsi, dude, and second the caffeine and the nicotine comes in, dude. You just, it's bad.
Caffeine and nicotine is a bad combo.
Yeah.
But Diet Pepsi in the morning sounds ridiculous.
It's pretty delicious, dude. Honestly, it's a great way to start the morning. No, I don't know. I'm trying to kill the Diet Pepsi habit a little bit. I've been being pretty good since. What?
You've been saying that.
I know.
Like 3+ years, I feel like.
Yeah. Well, no, I know.
I'm trying to kick the Diet Pepsi
I'm
habit.
trying to kick the Diet Pepsi habit. But I have been actually being pretty good about not drinking so much caffeine before bed. Like what I've been doing is I've been cutting the Diet Pepsi around 5 or 6 o'clock on work nights.
On work nights. That's a good one.
And same thing with the weed. Like I'll come home and I'll take like a bong rip. Well, because dude, the thing is like, you know how they've always talked about how like if you smoke weed, you don't really have good dreams and like REM cycles and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so before I went so this is kind of a long one, I guess, a little bit, but we went to the beach on right before Christmas, like the day before Christmas. Did I send you any pictures of that? Maybe it was 2 days before Christmas. But
I think I saw it in the
group chat. So it was like it was pretty sweet. They had like they had the pier all lit up and Christmas lights and shit. Well, we were down there and there was nobody there. We went to Moe's restaurant and there was like 5 people in there. Okay.
Clam chowder?
No, I got the fish and chips.
Yeah, that's good.
I think it came with clam chowder, and to be honest with you, I didn't eat it.
Disgrace.
I know. So I was down there, dude. There was like 4 people in there. They got us our food so fucking fast. If you ever want to go to the beach, you go right the weekend before Christmas. They said the weekend after Christmas is fucked, but the one before it, there's nobody there.
Where'd you go again? Which beach?
Just Lincoln City.
Lincoln City. Oh, I used to always go to that Moe's.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty legit, dude. And they, you know, that pier out behind it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they had it all decorated in Christmas lights and shit and like a Christmas tree out there.
Dude, my mom was there one time when the water was so high that it was like 5 feet below where you stand on that pier.
That's pretty sus.
She went there to see the storm. She's one of those tards.
She like gets in the fucking motorcade vehicle and drives out there.
Yeah, just to see the flooding.
But instead of like
great idea, right?
But instead of like the big like heavy duty vehicle, she's in like a Camry.
Oh yeah, for sure. Nissan Versa.
Nissan Versa, yeah, there you go.
Even worse than a Camry.
And so we were out there or whatever, okay? And one of the guys that was in there was this lone guy. Okay. And he was in a suit and he was writing in a book. Okay.
All right.
Right. And
so,
to me, I'm like, fucking D-bag. Okay. You know, like not really, but like a little pretentious. Right. But he's probably doing whatever, just being, you know, being a good dude, you know, and of course it works on Abby. And she's like, I wonder what that guy's doing, you know? And I'm like, I don't know. You should go, you know, you should go over there and ask him or whatever. And she's like, starts laughing, you know, and we're kind of like laughing about it. And I'm like, you should go over there and be like, dude, I know you've been following me. Like, you need to stop. Like, you've been following me since we left Portland. I see you over here writing in your little notebook, fucking writing down everything, you know, dude, keeping track of me. Funny. Like, and just be like super like weird about it, you know, like walk up. Hey, how you doing? Good. Can I take a seat? You know, and then sit down and then just start going off. Okay.
Berate them.
So then we go back to the hotel room. We smoked a joint and then we were up for like 5 hours watching the Tanked marathon, right? Learning all about fish and fish tanks. Have you ever watched that show?
No, I was going to ask what the fuck the Tanked marathon was.
They build these like crazy fish tanks for like Las Vegas. They'll build like 30-foot long fish tanks and shit.
My dad told me about that.
It's a
he watches that show. He's like, it's really cool. They build these huge.
I mean, it kind of gets annoying because they like all have their own characters, you know. So they do like these stupid bits.
Yeah, those shows.
That, like you can just tell it's all fake, but like the actual construction of it is really cool.
What's that show with the cars where they do crazy shit?
Oh, Fast and Loud.
No, it's a different one. It's like not Gas Monkey. Something Garage.
Oh, Counts Customs?
No.
That one's kind of the same way.
I don't know. It's some shop that does those fucking same builds. But my dad was watching it, and then Grace went and got her haircut, and our haircut person was watching it. And then she came home and was like, we need to check it out. People keep telling us it. So we check it out. She loves it, doesn't want to stop watching it. I'm watching it, and I'm like, dude, these characters are ridiculous. Like, come on. And
Who took my wrenches? And they're mad, and then they're
It's
like,
shit
and then
like
they're
that,
like
and then
laughing, and it's like,
all
oh,
right,
it's
well, the
weird.
deal the $5 billion deal fell apart. What are we gonna do by Monday? We're gonna build, we're gonna
Yeah.
build the Egyptian pyramids by Monday, and then we're gonna sell it for $10 billion. And somehow we turned around and we were fucked, but now we made $5 billion. Oh, we pulled it off, guys! Woohoo!
Yeah, no,
All right, you fucking loser.
So it's kind of it's a good show though. It's a good show.
Sorry to shit on your show.
No. It is complete. Like the characters were like, dude, they're like, he's like, I'm gonna get my boy, because they're all from like New York, so they all like have the accent, and but they're now in Las Vegas, and they're like, I'm gonna get my boy Vinny to do a job for me, and he's like, has like the young intern comes in, and he's like, I need you to take this bag and bury it, and like I can't have you open it, which is kind of funny. Like that part was getting me, but then he like takes it out there, and like, I mean, it was just
What's the bag?
It was a bag of skeleton bones, because they were doing a fish tank for a doctor's office. So they like had these bones or whatever, and then the guy like realizes that they're bones, and it's like this whole like thing. And like,
why was he supposed to bury them?
Because it was a joke. Like, I need you to take this duffel bag and go and bury it for me. I need to make sure you're loyal to the company, pretty much, right?
Oh.
But like, it's kind of this dumb show. Okay.
That makes it sound even more dumb.
It is dumb, but the fish tanks are legit. Okay. Either way, we watched that for like 5 hours. So I hadn't smoked weed before I went to bed.
Okay.
I go to bed. Everybody hates hearing about dreams, but I'm going to tell you about this dream. Okay. And so I go to bed with Abby. We watch the fish tank marathon. But earlier I had made that joke about like how you should go and tell that guy like he's following you, or you've been followed by him. And I literally woke me and Abby up screaming, dude. Like I was like freaked the fuck. I'm like, twacked, dude, like like yelling, like like no, like and all of this shit. And I like wake up, and she's like, it's okay, and I'm like, have you been awake this whole time? Like, how long have I even been asleep? Like type of shit. And she's like, no, you woke me up. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm sorry, like let's go back to bed, all that shit. Go back to bed, and I immediately have the exact same dream, dude. I did it again, where it's just I was having this dream that like every time you fall asleep, that's when they like program you and shit. Like they pretty much like hook you up to the Matrix and just start pumping your head full of like dumb shit, right?
Okay.
And so it was this crazy ass dream. And the reason I think I had the dream is because I hadn't smoked weed before bed, because like what I do a lot of the times is I'll smoke weed, but then I'll also drink Diet Pepsi until 11 p.m. at night. And then I just go to bed, and I can sleep right through the caffeine because of the weed, but I'm never really falling asleep type of deal.
So you don't have dreams.
And so like all last week, dude, I've been like cutting off the Diet Pepsi and weed around 5 or 6 o'clock at night. And I've been sleeping so good, man.
Have you been having dreams though?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, but not like that. I kind of calmed down. I was on like a schizoid rant for like 2 weeks because I ate a lot of edibles.
Okay. Is that where, around the time of the...
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But I want to talk about it so bad. And I think he's a real one, dude. And I think I could talk about it. But Sean H., dude, we're so glad that you're a Patreon subscriber.
I, for the record, never was a part of Jason's conspiracy. I did not believe his conspiracy. I was always a believer in you, Sean.
For a minute there, like I said, I was eating some pretty strong doses of edibles. I was a little bit under the impression that maybe Sean H. is not actually just a true fan of the Bowling Night podcast, and maybe he is a CIA agent that is like recruited to like watch us. So
you did a good job of trying to convince me too.
Dude,
I was almost there.
So I started framing this narrative in my head a little bit, dude, where I'm like, what if? It wasn't like, oh, dude, he is, but what if? Okay. And then I'm on our YouTube analytics, like on YouTube Studio. I've told Colby all of this, dude. So I told him this the other day, so he was laughing way harder then. So he's kind of just hearing it again for the second time. But I was on the YouTube Studio app and it shows you get views from like, okay, I'll throw the link on our Snapchat story, and I'll put that on there and people will click on it. And then it will say you got this view from Snapchat, right? Following. Now I had a view from where, Colby? You remember?
I don't remember what it was called.
It was called videoscan.net.
Yeah, but they were looking for burps.
Okay, wait, no, you're getting ahead of yourself.
Shit.
So, Sean, you're probably seeing where this is going now, and that's okay. Okay, so I was kind of convinced, not like actually convinced, but like in my head, dude, what if Sean H was actually just like a CIA guy that had to like, he's on our case. Then I see the videoscan.net thing. I start tripping out a little bit. I'm like, that means like, what the fuck is videoscan.net? I'm too scared to even like type it into my URL. So I just typed into Google videoscanspace.net. I find this article. I screenshotted the article. We can throw it up right here. But it was a forum page of all of these.
We can throw it up right here.
It's all of these guys talking about how great videoscan.net is. Yeah, you can't see the finger. You might be able to. I don't know. We still don't know how this is going to work. This is like the first time I had the green screen and I didn't know. But on the forum screenshot that I got, all of these guys are talking about how great it is that there's tools like videoscan.net where you can find people's burps just throughout videos. Okay.
I'm a burper.
And Colby burps all the time. Now, Sean H's first comment to us just so happened to be Colby has some great burps or something like that. You guys are hilarious. Keep it up. And I commented back when I first saw that, being like, thank you, man. We knew we'd find somebody that enjoyed them. But then I got confused and a little bit convinced that maybe that comment had ulterior meaning.
There's a hidden meaning. The Illuminati's behind that comment.
And so then there was 2 conspiracy theories out there that he is either an agent or he has a burping fetish. I just heard kids screaming in the background.
No, because you realized the other part was that you thought he had a gay burping fetish for me.
Well, not just for you. I think I've let a couple of rip during the episodes.
He doesn't want to be left out now.
Now, Sean H., we need you to... Oh, fuck, dude. The camera just stopped right at the perfect time. Shit. Now, Sean H., we just need you to be honest with us, bro.
We won't judge.
We won't judge. We are so glad you're here either way.
Yeah. We just need to know what we need to do to make you happy. Which one you are.
Dude, if you're an agent, it's okay.
I'll give you lots of terrorist ideas. I've got lots. I'll give you them all.
If you have a burping fetish, we can start drinking more soda before the episodes, is all I'm trying to say.
I can just swallow air and burp.
I can too. Dude. Oh,
that was weak.
No, 1 second. Dude, he's either in paradise or he just unsubscribed from the Patreon. Now, Sean, the only reason I was willing to go I was willing to go down this rabbit hole on the podcast. I thought about leaving it off. You already watched the newest episode and commented and thought it was funny. And I'm like, dude, we were laughing about this pretty fucking hard. I need to just trust my gut here. I hope you're laughing with us too. And I hope that I didn't just make you unsubscribe from the Patreon.
He's still following after we posted the one episode talking about him, right?
Well, yeah, but we didn't say that he was either a CIA agent or he had a gay burping fetish. Which is kind of...
You didn't say that. Let's be clear about this.
Okay. And I know it sounds fucked, but I will also say this, that my saving grace of what made me really decide that this cannot actually be the truth is I thought about it and I'm like, what is more likely? He has a burping fetish, he's an agent, or maybe, just maybe, we are actually funny enough that this guy is willing to give us $4 a month.
As I yawn into the mic, we're entertaining you. They actually want to follow.
I don't know. I did think that though. So I'm assuming that Hit us up in the comments, bro. Let us know. And I hope you made it this far.
Either way, all of our Patreon money from our one subscriber is going to a private investigator. We're getting to the bottom of this.
Dude, that's me. I was putting work in. That's what I told Colby. I was like,
just for Jason's hours.
I was up at night, dude, trying to figure out. I was trying to crack the case.
Didn't you
dude.
say you were up like way past midnight one night, like till 2 or something?
Yeah, that was like, in the midst of it, and I'm like, I'm up late, dude, and all of a sudden I start cracking the code, finding out about this forum. It's like BFF forums. I'm like, dude, what the fuck have I gotten myself into? After trying to make myself burp, now I feel like shit, and I know I have a huge burp waiting, dude.
I do kind of feel like a little,
dude. Even
pain
if
in
it's
my
not,
chest.
even if it's not Sean H. finding the burps, we probably just got a lot more views.
I'm sure that we will get some people off that website if they're avid burp lovers,
Well, and okay, so here's the deal.
burp watchers.
When I told Abby about all of this, she's a real one. That's when we decided that the wedding's back on. No, I'm just kidding. And so
she backed you up.
yeah, well, she started doing her own independent research, and so she she types in, she's like, "Is a
the
burp?"
wedding's back on? I just fucking heard that. I didn't really hear that before.
Just got it. And so I told her about it. She didn't fucking leave me. So that's a sign we need to keep her around. But okay, I tell her about it and she starts doing her own independent research. She like looks up like burping fetishes to see like how many people are out there, dude. And there is quite the community on there, dude. Like she's finding all these
burping fetish people than trans. Because if so, we might really be onto something here. I mean, they got a diehard fan base controlling the fucking nation right now.
The trans people?
Yeah, dude, they got everybody by the balls or whatever's down there.
Dude, I'm hoping you're right. Maybe Sean H is. Don't hate fetish. We can't
bring your fucking
shame.
cult along.
Bring your cult. Get everyone, dude. Go back on the forum. I was scrolling that forum trying to find a Sean H in the comments, dude.
And just start commenting. Yo, this podcast really, I think this website's got its numbers wrong. This podcast got the most burps ever.
Dude, I don't know.
I'll go on there and upvote your comment.
There was like all of these people on Reddit being like, why am I so sexually attracted when females burp and all of this shit? And I'm like,
oh, we got to have some female guests on. Feed them some beer.
Yeah. Once Grace pops that baby out, dude, she might be hitting some burps.
Dude, her sister can burp like a motherfucker.
Ooh, and she's young. Get her on the internet, dude. If they're into burps, they're into little girls. Which I thought that was such a funny joke, but it kind of made it look like I was stoked that she's young.
Yeah.
I know, dude. I fucked it up. I wanted it to be like, I thought we could get like a crossover of pedophiles and burpers.
Dude, the whole world's turning against them. They need a community. We can be that.
We can be their community.
Yeah.
Dude, we cannot have our call to action be we're looking for pedophile burp enthusiasts.
We're just looking for any community that isn't represented yet. We just need views.
We need to find our fans.
Dude, so speaking of underage, last night, and this turns around for the better. Last night, Grace's sister, who is underage, is talking about somebody else sitting on somebody else's lap with their tits out, and everyone there said that they had porn star titties. And the people that were mentioned that I knew of were like well into their 20s.
Yes.
So I was like, oh, fuck yeah, let me see these tits. And Grace is right there, and she's like, I don't care. And Abby's like, this is weird. Like, you're asking to see tits in front of my sister that you're having a baby with. I was laughing because I thought it was funny. She ends up, and then Grace was like, they're underage titties. And I was like, oh, well, then don't show them to me.
Yeah.
And then she was like, no, they're above age titties. I was like, yeah, then fucking pass that shit over here. And then she passed them over, and they did not look like porn star titties. I was thoroughly disappointed.
And then
however, she said that the lady also had inverted nipples. which you couldn't really see. So I then had to search up inverted nipples.
What does that even mean?
Dude, the nipple goes in on the areola. So it looks like an indent. It's funny as fuck looking.
I think maybe I have kind of seen that.
Yeah, it looks funny. It's like a innie belly button. Except an innie belly button is what you want. You got fucking outie nipples. That's what you want. You want outie nipples.
I thought what you were going to say is she showed it to you and then she goes, oh yeah, she's under it.
No, that'd be weird.
Don't be saying this on the podcast, dude. The Epstein names just got leaked. You're going to make it on there. Dude, I feel like I'm going to make it on there now after that comment because it did seem so like
it did.
Damn it, dude.
It did.
I'm very faithful to my lady, dude, and she is 24 years old. I'll keep it that way.
How old are you?
I'm 25. I'm a creep, dude. I'm going after him young.
Younger ones. I've known Jason for about 15 years now.
I never could see him doing it.
No, I was going to say, Trump said about Epstein. There's now he's disgraces him, says he doesn't like him, whatever. But there's a quote out there somewhere that popped up on Instagram before I came over. It's like, yeah, I've known him for about 15 years. Great guy. Loves beautiful women. Almost, some might say as much as me. But, likes him on the younger side, I hear. Something along those lines. So I was going to say
Trump
that.
said all of that. Nice. Nice. I love that he's going to be the next president. And that's going to be dude, they're just waiting. They're waiting for him to win so they can start the Civil War, man. And I'm not excited for it. And I don't even want to vote this year because I guarantee you that. I was listening to Matt and Shane's, and
I'm gonna.
They said that and I thought that was so funny, and I'm like, dude, but that sounds likely. Trump is going to win, and then do something crazy immediately, pardon Derek Chauvin. They were saying that because there's a new I guess there's a new George Floyd documentary. I haven't watched it, but I guess it doesn't look too great. And it's kind of like the Kyle Rittenhouse thing, where the footage came out after. And then it was wait, actually, this doesn't necessarily seem like it was maybe all the media made it to be. And so they were Trump's going to fucking win. He's going to watch that documentary, start tweeting about it on X. They didn't say all of that, but and then fucking immediately pardon that dude. Then the Civil War is going to start, dude.
Was any of that in The Simpsons? Because if so, dude, it's happening.
I've heard that. But
it's happening.
I don't know, dude. I haven't watched The Simpsons because I don't think The Simpsons is that funny, to be honest with you. I don't the last 20 years worth of Simpsons hasn't been my favorite. The older shit is pretty decent sometimes.
I've watched a couple seasons. I have no idea which ones, but I do know they were a lot of the early 2000s ones.
Yeah.
But I've tried to watch it just because of how popular it is.
Yeah.
And it's hard to watch. There's some, I guess, I started at the beginning, so it was funny for a while.
Yeah, I feel the beginning is really funny. And it's kind of twisted and it's like Futurama almost, where it's way more
Futurama.
It's story, the story's good enough that it's
Futurama came back out.
I heard that, and I need to watch that, and I need to watch all of the new South Park movies. I haven't seen any of those. There's two new.
I didn't know there were South Park movies.
Yeah,
new ones.
Yeah, they keep making them for Paramount Plus. Which was hilarious because they got in trouble for that. I should have burped into the mic, dude. I just lost a Patreon subscriber.
I know. This fucking jackass over here coming up with conspiracy theories against you, Sean. Not burping for you.
Colby's doing everything right, dude. You're his favorite.
And I got my good suit on.
Yeah, you got the good suit.
I tried to fart.
Dude, if he's into burp, he'll be into fart.
Yeah, gases on both ends.
If you like it coming in or coming out of one end, you probably like it coming out of the other. No, dude,
that was a good try.
Yeah, I fucked it up. I bricked it, dude. It is what it is. We're trying out here.
I got something.
Yeah, tell me.
I gotta look at it.
Okay.
I had two things. I said the other one first. Oh, we were at the Christmas thing at my dad's.
Yes, you did Christmas a little bit early.
Yeah, we did it early. So yeah, we might have talked about it, but we were there and my grandparents are there. At my dad's with my step family. Their grandparents are there. Uncle, everybody, and very Christian, liberal people. and my sister,
Christian
Caitlin-
and liberal.
Yeah, interesting.
Huh.
So, well, it's split. Yeah.
Some people are like that. I was just curious.
They're all judgmental regardless to say, and none of them did I want them. I don't want any of them to see this.
Okay.
So, well, not that if they did, I'd be like, sucks to suck. But I'm not trying to be like, hey, you should go watch
You
this.
should watch the podcast.
And then they'd be like, why the fuck did you think I'd like this? And now I think you're a dickhead. I'd be like, well, it sucks to suck.
Sucks to
They'd
suck.
be like, well, that was an odd thing to do. So if they see it, they see it. But like, I wasn't trying to tell them. And Caitlin just fucking says something about the podcast. I was,
Oh,
like, I was
God.
watching it and I was dying, blah, blah, blah. It was so funny. And I was like, thank you. Yeah, thanks, I guess. And like, that's all I said. And everyone just like, it got quiet because there was other conversations, but that was heard. And then everyone like looks at me and I was like, I should have responded better. Like, I guess that was too bad of a response. Now everyone's paying attention. And then somebody goes, now that everyone's paying attention, somebody of course asks, how do I watch it? And I was like, you don't. And I just like completely make it known that it's not happening. I'm not telling you you don't. I'm not telling you the name. I'm not telling you what it's on. Fucking deal with it. And then like, all right, so bullet dodge, they're not seeing it. I picked up my grandparents to go there, so I had to take my grandparents home.
Okay.
On the way home, my grandma is like, so how do we like? Where
Your
can
grandma
I see
can
this?
watch it. Let's not hate on your grandma, dude. I bet she's
Well,
a
she
sweet
is
lady.
married to a fucking gangbanger, dude. So
Yeah.
she might be a little more open to it. But yeah, I was just like, oh, if she
Did you
saw
tell her?
some of those jokes. No. Well, maybe. I think I told her she could find it on YouTube or Patreon, and she just had to type in bowling night.
Yeah.
And I would hope that I know we were having issues with one of those, and I was like, hopefully she goes to the one that we are having issues with, and she can't find it.
Well, yeah, because she'd probably spill the beans. She'd probably send the link. What they don't know how
Oh,
to
she
send
probably
links.
sent it to
They
everybody.
don't know how to
She'd
send
send it.
links.
Well, yeah, because
She would be like, "Come over to my house so I could show you the
We
video."
did like a potluck style for Christmas.
Yeah,
And everyone was supposed to copy and paste the text and add what they were bringing next
I
to their
was there
name.
for that.
You were?
Yeah, when you guys and she was sending it like
She
8
sent
times.
it like, yeah, like 4 times at first, and then sent a couple messages that it wasn't working. She needs help. She's not sure what's going on. And then everyone was like, you fucking did it 4 times. It's there. Like, come on.
Old people in technology just don't fucking do it, dude.
No.
That's what I'm saying. Is I bet you she wouldn't even be able to know how to send it, but she would find a way to show it to him. But I don't know. I mean, I bet you like certain family members. I mean, you're cool with Caitlin watching it. Like you don't get.
Yeah.
You're like okay.
Yeah,
gets-
she watches all of them.
Shout
She
out
loves
Caitlin.
them. But,
Get on the Patreon. What
well,
are
I
you
guess she
doing? I'm
didn't
just
watch all of them. She told me she watched one of them. And then I told I
One of the
gave
new
it to
ones, you
Cassidy
think?
so she could watch. I think it was the one on the jet skis. It was our first one.
Yeah, that was a good one,
Yeah.
dude. That's what I was thinking, dude. The jet skis was just fun. Like anytime I tell somebody that I did a podcast on jet skis, usually they're like, "What?" You know, and I'm like, "You can go watch it if you really want. I don't give a shit."
If you want to
Dude, I'll tell
investigate that.
In everyone in my that's where I differ is like, dude, even like I don't know, I guess maybe some of Abby's family I'd be like maybe not, but even them, like I don't really give a shit. I don't really say anything that bad about them. Sometimes I'll say something that they probably don't even want me to say, but like they can tell that I still love them.
Dude, the one thing that I thought about, because right when
Love
it
you
got
guys.
brought up, my uncle's girlfriend was next to us, like in the circle that we were talking with. She wasn't having another conversation.
Yeah.
And he's at work. We've never met her. We knew of her and like what she looked like and everything, but we hadn't met her yet. So she's there.
She showed up alone.
She showed up alone and met us for the first time. It was
That's
crazy.
ballsy,
Like,
dude. I love
yeah.
that.
yeah.
Those are my favorite
I would not fucking do
situations.
that, but those are my favorite people because
Yeah.
they're ready to talk and have a good time. But anyways, so she's there and she's black.
Okay.
So when they say this, I'm like, oh, how many? I remembered like a couple episodes in the beginning that I don't know if they were Patreon or not, but I was like, I was definitely hinting at the N-word a lot. I was like, neighbors and stuff like that. So I was like, oh, dude, hopefully she's got a good sense of humor because if she meets me and then watches that. And the second time she meets me, she's like, so you like the N-word, huh? No.
Did I say it?
I don't know.
I don't think so. I don't even really remember you saying it. I remember you
I
making
don't think I said it. I
okay.
got close a lot.
Oh, okay. I was like, dude, so I don't want to give them the secrets, but like, I think I might have fucked up and I think they might be able to easily find because I didn't delete the old episodes. I just made them unlisted. Right. But then like last night I tried to throw a card onto the video where, like those little eye dots that pop up in the right hand corner that you can click and then it'll show more videos. Well, I always do that and I link it to the playlist, but I think all of those videos are on the playlist. So I just
gotta hunt for them.
I mean, you gotta hunt for them, but you can find them. And like the other thing is I think it's kind of, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of bad. Like, how much bad shit? That's why we tried to make them like huntable, like, or not huntable, but we tried to make them kind of hidden. It's like, what bad shit did we even say? Because I'm not going, dude, I have to listen.
Yeah.
We have this conversation. Colby, I love you, bro. We have this conversation and then I have to re-listen to this conversation at least twice.
Yeah.
I'm not going back to the old episodes to be like, whoa.
Well, and obviously we both live it, but then I watch it most of the time when it comes out, at least on those last ones we did. I watched like every single one of those.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So then
nice.
I
forced Abby into giving us a Spotify review last night. I was like, dude,
I still haven't done that.
Well, go do it because she just okay. So here's the deal. I give it a 5-star and then somebody found it and they're like, this is dog shit. And I'm not even mad at them, dude. It's not for everyone. I know that. So it's probably somebody
that 5-year-old retard.
Yes. It was probably somebody that should not have seen it. And they hit us with like a 2-star. Because here's the deal. So our average then was 3.7. And I'm like, we got to get that average up, dude. So then I made Abby give me a 5-star review real quick.
I'll make Grace do it when I get home. If Michael comes over, we'll make him do it. Otherwise, he can't leave.
Give me your fucking phone.
Give me your phone.
And she hit us with the 5 stars. So we just got average
you
back
hit us
out.
With the 5-star?
No, she did. Honestly, I was editing and I looked at the Patreon or I looked at the Spotify to make sure the episode made it on there. And I looked down and I was like 3.7. And I'm like, Abby, pull up Spotify, please. Please go over to our show and give it a 5-star. So now we're at a 4-star average.
We got some tricks up our sleeves.
Now, I know that it would be funny to go over there and give us a 1-star review. Please don't. Please hit us with a 5. I would appreciate it. Because that's how they rank that shit on Spotify. And so if you just have a shitload of 5-star reviews, then it's like, okay, this is a comedy podcast and it has a good amount of reviews and a lot of listeners will share that. Like, if you're listening on Spotify to podcasts and you scroll down, like there's always other podcasts that are like it. And I think our picture, dude, is banging, dude. Have you ever even looked at the Spotify?
I think you showed it to me. No, that's what I listen on.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because it's the old school, the fucking green screen pick.
Yeah, no, I know that one. That was a good one.
I feel like that's just such
derpy as fuck.
Yeah. Okay, wait. Was that your main thing over there? Because I don't want to cut you off and start talking about something. Okay. Chris is home.
Yes.
My older brother's home. Right. And we went and picked him up. I don't think did I? No, I just looked. And so I just looked when I had to clear the cart. This is our most recent episode. So I haven't told you about picking him up, right?
No. That's why when I was pulling up, I thought it was you, then Dylan. And it was like, it's a bird, it's a plane.
Well, that's what I thought, but it's I just wanted to double check that I haven't told you this because this shit is hilarious.
Okay.
We go and pick this man up, okay? The thing tells us to be there 6:30 sharp, okay?
In the morning?
Yep. Bright and early in the morning. So I went before work because I was like, oh, this would be cool to go and pick him up, So I went down and I still made it to work at like 9:00, ready and shit. But I went with them down there. We go and pick him up. We're standing at the gate, and we're just chilling at the gate. And as we're standing there, all of a sudden, a couple other people are like showing up and we're like, everybody's in the best mood. You know what I mean? Because your guy's getting out, right? Okay. They take forever, dude. And it was freezing out there. It was like 35 degrees, probably super windy. It's down by the fucking river, you know? And so the wind's blowing and everything. And we are just standing out there. Sorry, that was a picture of your fucking onesie that I sent to Abby. I was like, look at this. I thought this was cute. We're standing out there. And all of a sudden they start releasing these people, dude. They played kazoos for him.
Wait, kazoos?
Kazoos. Listen. You hear that?
That might be. Yeah, I'm coming.
What are kazoos?
The like party things.
Oh,
Like as they were getting out, you know, they fucking played the kazoos,
that's
right?
funny.
And so it was hilarious. They had like a send-off party for the dudes getting out. You know, the guys that had to stay back, they're like, good luck, buddy. Okay. So
that'd be awful.
so this guy gets out, and as you just saw in that video, he is carrying a bag of shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There is a bunch of different items in here. One of them is his see-through TV that I bought him. I bought him this fucking TV, and I'll have to take a picture of it and post it in there. But dude, it's a see-through TV, right? And there's where's the fucking picture?
You say that like I know what the fuck
here
that
it is.
is.
Here, I knew I took a picture of it. Look at this. It's a TV. But the whole case is see-through. So you see all of the motherboards and shit because they don't want him hiding anything in the TV, right? Okay, so this is his little TV. Now looky here. What do you see here, Colby?
Is that a Band-Aid on a card, like a deck of cards card over the camera? Is there a camera on that?
No, what it is. And so they get creative in jail. So that is a blocker because all of these fuckers have these little TVs in their cells. And if you press the button, it changes the channel on everybody. And so you have to make a blocker, right?
And
so it's a deck of cards like it's a card, and it just is taped onto the TV with a Band-Aid. And he was telling me that they hoard Band-Aids because they won't give them tape, right? You know, so anytime you get a cut, you got to go up to the guy and be like, yo, let me get a Band-Aid, you know? And they're like, no, you know, like, let me see it. And then you have to show them the cut, and then they look at it and it'll be like the stupid little paper cut. And they're like, no, man. And you're like, I need a Band-Aid. And they give it to you. And as they give it to you, they're like, do not use it as tape. Immediately.
They're like, we want you to put it on in front of us.
Yeah. But so that was, dude, when he showed me that, I was laughing so fucking hard. And then I don't even think I told you this part, but he brought me home his shoes, his state shoes that I was going to use for my comedy bit when I'd be like, you know, he's home for Christmas and time for the holidays, dude. And be like, he brought me a present, and just look down and be like, dude, these are straight from prison.
Did they fit?
No. They're going to be like clown shoes. But so he brought a bag of fucking Christmas gifts, dude. You know, he's like fucking Santa Claus walking out of
my clear TV.
No, yeah. So
you get my Sally stuffed animal.
So you're right. So speaking of Christmas gifts, one of the things that I got was a gift card. You know what the gift card was for? Fucking Green Planet.
Oh, Green Planet. I heard cream.
No, ice cream. I'd be stoked on that, honestly. I've been on an
Green
ice cream
Planet?
kick.
We were born there.
Well, yes. We're aliens today, dude. We look like aliens.
Scientology, bitch.
I'm hoping that one
we
day
got our own planet.
We can make it into Scientology. Fucking get on the Epstein. Just kidding.
I'd like the opportunity. I'd probably turn it down, but I'd sure like the opportunity because it'd speak volumes for my career as where I'm at.
I'd like the invite.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to go.
Not making it to the event, but just knowing that I was invited.
I'll go on the plane. I'll party on the plane.
This is why you don't want your relatives to see you.
I'll party on the plane. When they all hop off, I'll put a gun to the pilot's head and I'll steal the fucking plane. Dude, leave them all there and call FBI.
Did
There
you
we
see?
go.
I watched this
I
video of a
get the
kid
point.
fucking make it onto Epstein's Island. He just jet skied out
I
there.
saw a kid fucking
No.
make it onto Epstein's Island.
No, he like made it
You
on
started
there.
that off bad. That was not the right wording.
You're correct. That wasn't the best wording. You were like, I don't like the way this is going. No, it was truly though. There's just random dude. He fucking rented a jet ski and he was like, I'm gonna ride over there. And the guys were like, don't ride over there. And he's like, why not? And they're like, why not? And
Was
then he-
this after or before?
Yeah, this was like after, and they've like boarded everything up. It was fucking crazy. I just
They're
saw it
making
on
like an
YouTube.
amusement park out of it or something.
What?
Or like some dude bought the island and is making it like an amusement park or has rides or something.
Where a kid can have fun.
Yeah, it's weird, dude.
I don't know about all that. But I was getting at
Some Abu Dhabi dude, I think, or Indian dude or something.
before you derailed me on your crazy conspiracy theories,
This is
because we
just
all
normal
know
news.
because we all know you're the one that's a conspiracy theorist. No, I was bitching about
Mr. Sean H.
I was
is
bitching
a
about Epstein's
CIA
Island.
agent. CIA agent.
I was bitching about Epstein's Island fucking way too long ago, dude.
Yeah,
I'm
because you were on to fucking
war mode and shit. That's why I go down these conspiracies where I'm convinced our patient.
well, and Alex Jones and Joe.
Yeah, dude. I was listening to that a little too fucking
That-
long ago.
Just saying those names,
It-
Alex Jones probably is.
Speaking of my conspiracies, I'm pretty sure they let weed be legal just to fuck us up more. But it's crazy now that I live in an era where I can get a gift card for weed. When I went and used it the other day, it was so weird because I told the guy, I was like, dude, last time, like before this, I used to just have to do a guy a favor or something to like get free weed. You know what I mean?
I just,
Like I had to go and give Tanner a ride.
yeah.
Like, here's a couple of nugs.
And I'd have to give you like money for a baggie
Yeah.
and then also money for driving me home. So it was the opposite. I paid both times.
You're hitting the Uber charge and a fucking.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. No, dude, I don't know though.
Tack on an Uber delivery charge. It's like, wait, I paid to get here though. I paid you to get here.
It was just really. So is your thing able to use the screen? Mine's.
A little bit. Yeah.
It was just weird. That's one of the things that I wanted to get at. Was it was weird to get a Christmas gift that was a gift card for weed that actually worked, and then oh, dude, we. Yeah, so one of the other things Chris brought home, and I'm going to have to pull up the picture of this too. One of the other things Chris brought home is in his program thing, like to in there. He like gets in there and they have like art supplies, it's kind of like a little, it's like a fucking daycare. They have like coloring books and shit, fucking,
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. And one of the guys in the program had drawn this like kind of good fucking drawing, to be honest with you. And it's like of a coyote, but we can't tell if it's a coyote or a fox. And so he got into the program and they're like, we're going to throw this thing away. And he's like, no, you're not. I'm keeping it. And I'm going to take it home for my little brother as a Christmas present. Right. Because it fits my little brother perfect. So he brought this fucking thing home. And then like 2 days before Christmas, me and Abby took him over to Goodwill and we went and bought like a frame with him, and got the thing framed. Look at this fucking drawing. It's not a bad drawing,
It's it's actually pretty good.
it's pretty good, but we couldn't tell if it's a coyote or a fox.
I think it's a fox.
But like it's signed. We don't even know who it's signed by. Like he got out before Chris, Like
I want to say that's a fox. That looks
but isn't that a pretty we put it in a pretty good frame and everything,
it's a nice sleek frame.
It looks like a piece of art now.
It does. Looks like better than, but how they have the animal depictions on cave walls.
Yeah, there you go. The hieroglyphs or whatever. Yeah.
Dude, I've been all into that shit. They found a cave in the US.
I know you were telling
They
me about
had,
the
like,
Anunnaki.
Some fucking I'm past that. That was interesting, but this other stuff actually is like actual findings. So it's interesting because then you like wonder, like, what the fuck? Like, because if not technically humans, but like human like people, species have been on every continent for like over fucking 40,000 years.
Yeah.
And then you're like, so for 40,000 years, people have been roaming around here, cutting down trees, starting fires, making food,
Yep.
growing food right here.
And then it
for
just
40,000
it
years.
just gets to a point that it like something goes wrong, everybody fucking dies, and then it restarts, dude. I'm so on that same wave lately
Well,
where like you're talking
that
about.
at
I mean,
least is like
40,000 years is way longer. Like when we were kids, like Joe Rogan always talks with like the Graham Hancock guys about them
Mhm.
talking about how Egypt, like they used to think was like 6,000 or 8,000, but it's actually like 14 to like 20,000. They're pretty sure, and they're like it's probably even longer, you know.
Yeah.
But when they
I
used,
also looked into the cutting the stones thing.
yeah,
I saw people actually doing it though, because for a while I was on the path. I was like, they can do it.
they couldn't do it.
And then I've
They
been
can do
watching
it.
people. I've been watching like two dudes or one dude completely cut a granite stone with how they depicted that they did it.
Yeah.
And like how we think they did it. And then also the one guy in the Midwest moving massive stones and
Yeah.
standing them up that are like the size of the monoliths. And you're like, all right, they could do it, I guess.
I know
Fuck.
they can do it, dude. Because that's the thing is like you ever fucking be around here when we put up a barn or something, dude. I mean, we move some big. Same thing with you. It's like we can figure it out with like 4 hillbillies, dude.
It was
You're
like
telling
that
me
thing your dad was
80,000.
telling me
No, like
with the
8
2x4
Yeah,
and the barn roof.
yeah, we
Yeah.
did the barn roof and like to raise it up. Well, it's the shop roof out here. When we raised it up, I come out. My dad's like, "You need to help me hold the roof," and I'm like, "What the fuck is this guy talking about?" And I came out. He has a leverage system like of like levers like set up where it was like stacked and shit. And then I literally came out here, grabbed a 2x4 and went like this, and the roof went. You know, like that's at least fucking 1,000 pounds, probably more. And I'm sure I was breaking an OSHA violation since we're standing underneath it.
Yeah, it's a little sketch.
You know, and it was, I don't even think it's the whole roof. I think it was like the truss or whatever, you know, like one of those, but probably more, just probably one of those. And I'm inflating
Yeah.
it to being because I don't understand why he would build the roof and then set it on top of it without like some sort of crane or track hoe. But either way, dude, they're smart enough. They could have figured that shit out.
Oh, yeah.
But I do agree with you. I mean, they talk about that when Joe Rogan's like talking to those scientist dudes about it and shit. But like every couple thousand years, or like I think it's like every 4,000 years, shit just gets reset. But
Well, and I looked at like, so in the time of like, and they say this, but like in that time of like 12,000 years ago, around like Göbekli Tepe, whatever that shit
Yeah.
is, the sea level was so much lower. And even now, like something like 90% of the population, even now, lives on the coastlines of every like continent that they're at, like on all the different continents. Doesn't matter which one you look at.
yeah,
The populations are like 90% of them or something like that is on the coastline.
yeah,
So back then, probably would have been the same because it makes the most fucking sense. And so if it rose 40 feet or 360 feet, depending on how, like if you go back like 15,000 or 20,000 years, it's like 340 feet lower.
huh?
You're like, huh. So in 10,000 years, it raised like 300 feet. And now you guys are worried about a foot in 100 years. I don't really think we
Oh,
have much
dude.
fucking choice over that.
Oh, dude, the global warming.
Dude, it's
Yeah,
so stupid.
I think, yeah, I was listening to War Mode talk about that, and they said like the global warming industry like is like something like $142 billion a year, and it's like, yeah, I know what's up here.
And I'm not even saying like we don't contribute to it
Yeah,
or that it's not possible that we can't change it. But even if we can, dude, one big volcano goes off,
yeah,
which is bound to happen. It happens like they have studies every 1,000 years, every 12,000 years, different volcano, whatever.
yeah.
It will just completely erase whatever we did
Yeah.
with one explosion.
Yep. No, and like that's what I always
I'm not saying don't do anything, but it's kind of like it is retarded.
not as much as it's not as bad as what you just said, but like that's what always gets me about like the people talking about emissions, because they say the people flying in like private jets, one flight is like your entire like lifespan of driving a car's worth of emissions or something. Like it burns like the same amount of emissions when they take one private flight as like driving a car for most of your life.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? I feel like I've heard that lots. I should look that up, but I'm just
I
going to
have
speak
not
out of
heard
my
that,
that.
but
But I've heard about that, and it like makes me laugh because who flies on a private jet? People that are doing like global warming conferences and shit. Like they'll fly out like to 10 different fucking states to do this global warming thing, and then it's like, dude, you just like
yeah, like Leonardo DiCaprio being a huge like global warming, whatever. He always would talk about it and shit, but then flying private jets everywhere, taking his yacht all over the world.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
shit.
Well, yeah, they always on War Mode. They always talk about like billionaires buying coastlines, like you're talking about, and they're like, "Huh? Don't you think that the people that are like spreading all of this shit about how bad it's gonna be would be kind of nervous to buy a house on the coast?"
Dude, exactly. That was when I was like, even in like, I think it was like junior or senior year when I was like, I don't know about this. Like, if it's really gonna flood, then why? And we're gonna lose California and Florida.
Yeah.
Why is there like Billionaires Row or whatever it's called in Florida?
Yeah.
Where it's literally water level. If it goes up 3 feet, they're fucked.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. It doesn't. Maybe some fucking 9/11 insurance claim bullshit, but like I don't know. I think if you lose that much, the banks are gonna be like, yeah, we don't have the money.
Yeah, dude. See, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure.
I think we're good for a long time.
I know we're like contributing and making shit like hotter and stuff. And I will say, realistically, what was kind of crazy is down there. And I don't even know if we're really making it hotter, but it's been hot this year. I feel like this winter. And down there at my swamp, I will say we have a shitload of geese. And I do feel like we usually, and I'm not tracking this shit. I'm not doing fucking farmers almanacs of like geese travels. But I will say it seems like we usually get the geese back around like March, April, around that time. And they're already here. And it seems like they're trying to lay eggs.
Huh.
And it is warmer. So like, I wouldn't be surprised if
we have so far had a cold winter, but we also, or a warm winter, but we also had like the summer wasn't as hot as last summer.
Yeah.
So here's the other interesting thing.
Yeah.
The sun goes through cycles.
Okay.
Well, so first off, the earth goes through cycles like ice ages and whatnot. So the Ice Age like peaked like 20,000 years ago. So it's in the middle, like it melted, and then it's just like for the most part, most of the ice melted, and the sea level rose a huge amount in a short amount of time. And now over the next, like in the last 18,000 years, 19,000 years, it's slowly been going up, and ice has also slowly been going down.
Yeah.
So if that's been the case for 20,000 years, either there's multiple civilizations that have, like they're saying, that have came and gone and have created industrial shit and melted it like they fucking claim.
Yeah.
It's like you can't have both. So it's either that or it's that the earth does it on its own and we haven't done shit. And we're also the only, like from 6,000 years ago to now is the first high-tech civilization.
I said 6 and I almost went back on it, but I didn't even really care to. But I was like, I know it's not 6,000. It has to be more than that, right? Because like, I mean,
the
Jesus was 2,000 years ago. You know?
Like, and the Egyptians go back to like, I think like 4,000 to 6,000 BC. So that'd be like 8,000 years from now.
But I think now they're saying it's way more than that. I could be wrong, and I'll Google that next. But I did just Google this. Is the part about, okay, it says, this was a tweet. And so somebody else has seen this tweet because this is what I think maybe I saw or somebody talking about it. It says Taylor Swift is concerned about climate change. Fun fact, her private jet emits more carbon in a single trip than your car does in your entire lifetime. That private jet has flown over 200 times in the past year.
That's crazy.
And this person is on Reddit asking if it's true. And I don't necessarily know, but I mean, I would imagine that it burns.
I mean, 200 times a year. I wouldn't be surprised she's flying that many times. And I don't know if a single trip, like it also depends. Are you going from LA to New York? You going from LA? Like, how far are you going? But
I'm laying down now.
Yeah, no, I'd say that one probably not too far off from the truth.
I think we've recorded at least an hour and 15 of regular episode. Thank you.
Beach.
But dude, I don't know. It was just like, yeah, dude, if you're actually worried about climate change, I bet you that's probably not the best fucking.
Yeah.
I don't know. And it's not that I'm not worried about it. But I used to be like really panicked. Like, cause they used to say that shit in like 20 years, everything's going to be fucking gone, dude.
That shit used to kind of like make me a little worried.
Yeah.
But yeah, not anymore. Well, and so like what I was getting at is like the ice has been decreasing for a long time.
Yeah.
So it's not a shock that it should be decreasing right now. And it's decreasing. Like, oh no, all the ice is going to melt, blah, blah. It's like, okay, one, it has been. Two, are you mad that like the earth is doing shit that's not in our favor? Because that's like just how the earth works. Like,
Yeah.
if it releases fucking toxic chemicals that have been in there for thousands of years and we die, I mean, it does. Like, if a volcano goes off and destroys an entire forest and damn near takes out like all the brown bears in fucking North America, that's a big issue.
Yeah.
But like, what are you gonna fucking do?
Or,
Like, it's just the earth, dude.
Yeah. Like when we
Shit
have
like that happens.
when
We're
we
not
have-
invincible.
when we have the big forest fires and shit, like it's like, yeah, dude, you can't really stop it because we're not made to. Like,
yeah.
it's made to just kind of light up. I mean, they're not the ones that are like a kid throwing a cigarette.
Yeah.
But I mean, still, I feel like the lightning and shit. Like,
Yeah. And then it helps it. And then there's also like, there's areas that have been like completely deforested and have like Iceland used to be lush and now it's just rock.
yeah,
I don't think that's from fucking humans. That they even say that's clearly from like just the earth, like climate change, but just the earth. Like, I don't know how long ago, 100,000 years ago, whatever. It was like that. So then now it has this like foreign plant that's just like spreading across it like crazy, but it's like not supposed to be there. It's a invasive species is what they said. So it's like technically not good, but they're like, but it's also good because it's going to help reforest Iceland.
yeah. It's the only
So
thing
it's like
that's growing.
And they're like, it'll probably take, I think they said like 100, 200 years. So it's like 200 years to reforest Iceland.
That's crazy.
I think the earth is going to be fine. Like it
Yeah.
kind of rights itself.
Yeah.
Not to say like just fuck it up, but like I think it's a pretty, it's been around for how many billions of years? I think it's a pretty well organized like system.
Dude, I'm kind of stoked though, but I mean, I think I'll miss out on it. But you're right. Maybe like eventually all of the ice melts and everybody just goes back to being fucking pirates for a while, which would be
Dude.
sick. Dude, I'm into One Piece right now. We could just go back to, I'll be on a pirate ship, dude.
It'd be kind of it'd be more tropical like everywhere. And people have also lived during times like that. Like
yeah.
if the first person that was like a Homo erectus or whatever
Yeah.
was 3.1 million years ago. Okay.
yeah.
So then there was the Neanderthals and then the Homo sapiens and like we're the Homo sapiens.
Okay.
Right. So it's all upright walking people. It's like a monkey to an orangutan to a fucking gorilla.
Yeah.
They're not all that different. They all kind of live the same fucking life.
Yeah.
So if the Homo erectus people could live 3.1 million years ago and live through ice ages that completely covered the fucking continent or the world basically, and they could live in the world on Earth with basically no ice, so they lived at both extremes, I think
We're
the
gonna
human
make it.
body's gonna fucking acclimate to it. I think it's gonna be just fine. It's
funny.
just so funny because I didn't ever think about it, and I was never really worried, but I did stumble across all that stuff like in the last couple of weeks, and I was just laughing. I was like, "This is fucking funny." Like,
You're like, we're
dude,
gonna
people
work it
lived
out.
in so much crazier shit.
Dude,
I think it's fine.
I think that's great, and I think that's a great, nice way to end the fucking public episode, dude. Is you just put to bed anybody that's like actually worried about shit. Shut the fuck up, dude. Just hang
Yeah,
out, dude.
Live your life.
If-
be happy. Don't
if-
worry about shit.
If there's an ice
Keep
age,
wearing
dude,
cow
it is what
blood
it is. What did you just say?
Keep wearing cow blood.
Keep watching burps.
Yeah. Watch burps. Listen to farts. Sniff your own.
Dude, I'm out. Dude, that's hilarious.